Hi, Gemini. This is Jess with your November 2020 general reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Gemini, I'm telling you now, don't sleep where you eat. Have you ever heard that before? Don't sleep where you eat? Yeah. Keep business business. Do not cross the two because eventually you will regret it. So remember I said that. You have a bunch of stuff going on. I kind of feel like this is a Sagittarius reading. It is just too much going on here. But I'm going to try to piece this together as best as I can. I see court dates, judgments, money loss, losing hope. Some of you may be ill or somebody is ill. You may not be able to get to them. Someone can't get to you. I see a lot of worry around people that you may feel like you can't trust, or just people that, I get leaving your life. So this is a continuum of that last reading where all of that ending is what I saw. And it's kind of like trying to settle in with the reality of some endings or some changes. Now I have to tell you, I looked at this, I said, Gemini women, I don't even see you in this reading, but I do. You guys are the ones in your feelings. Heavy in your feelings, kind of thinking about somebody that is unobtainable. You may have a lot of options or possibilities, but there's always the one that you want that you can't have, right? Not just you guys. That's in life, right? You usually want what you can't have. And for some of you, it just may be time to let someone go. And you're having a hard time with that. For some of you, when it comes to career finance, just like I was telling Tauruses, and Taurus may be a theme, things may not culminate in your life until Taurus season. So remember, I said that. But there is needing to evolve. And for some of you, that means going back to school, get some type of certification, something, a higher learning of some sort, traveling long distance, or putting one thing behind you and kind of taking a risk and moving forward. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that the cards would suggest that there's a higher level evolution that some of you are contemplating, probably doing or anticipating and planning on doing so that you can reach a higher level of success. Career, for those of you who are working, looks pretty good. If you're looking for work, you may be going back to the drawing board, going back to what you know, trying to reach out to familiar people. And for some of you, you may be successful in doing that. I see some of you, you're in your head a lot, but not as much as you were the last time. And if you have friends and family and people wanting to celebrate, there may be a lot of things going on or coming up. I mean, we are approaching one of the holidays here, at least in the States. So you are still a little in your feelings. So you may be, specifically Gemini women, you may be saying no, or you've had your good time and now it's like, no, I'm just kind of getting back to basics is what it looks like to me. Overcoming disappointments is what you're dealing with now. And you're closer there than you were last reading. Definitely looks a lot better than it was before. I feel for some of you, you're really going to start focusing this particular week, getting busy. Work will be a focus. You will be heavily focused on work. And there's a reason, because you're going to have a lot of work to do. There could be a new opportunity that could come out of nowhere. You may even think of something and start from the thought, start putting into action, whether it's coming to you or you initiate some type of contact with someone to get the ball rolling as far as work or career, something like that. So new developments are underway. It seems to me, Gemini men, so many women, so little time, right? For some of you at least. And it looks like to me it doesn't really matter if you're single or committed. There's a lot of women, it's not so much time. The thing is that you're very keen and you're very clear about the position that you're taking. Okay. Now, home life looks pretty good. I feel for some of you, there could have been some losses that you've taken. You may not be investing in your home as much as you used to. You may have put a lot of attention into the home during the quarantine, but now it's like, no, I'm not putting any more money. And some of you may be looking to put your house up for sale or looking to buy a home. It is inflated right now. So some of you may be holding off for that. But there also is some changes when it comes to family members, people in your home. So there's that. There could be someone who has lost their job and now income has decreased a little bit. I think everybody needs to tighten their belt because, until second quarter of next year. Just never know what you're going to get. So That being said, all in all, looks like a pretty good reading. For some of you, you may have to pay out something to someone because of some type of court order. You have to accept something and then you have to move forward with that court order is what it looks like to me. So there's that. I still see someone, even at work, somebody may help you see things a different way and help you kind of digest whatever you're going through is what it looks like to me. So that looks pretty good. Now let's get into love. Singles. I have to tell you straight away, either you're still kind of dealing with the effects of a past person that has left a horrible taste in your mouth. This person may already now be committed or with someone else, or they prefer a particular kind of person that looks nothing like you. They also require something that you may feel like you're not planning to reach. And I feel for some of you trying to move on from this may prove to you that you're not 100% out of the woods, right? If you're just trying to say like, oh, it's fine. Okay, I'm just going to get out here and meet somebody else. Yeah, no, not so much. You're going to need to kind of really settle yourself with those raw emotions from someone from the past before you're healthy to move further with somebody else, because all you're going to do is attract someone like you. And this is not a judgment. I'm just pointing something out. Anyone in this stage, not a Gemini, but anyone is in a stage of hurt, pain, probably resentment, whatever. They're going to attract to them who they are, because we do mirror each other and we will attract that mirroring. So you will find yourself in a hopeless place with a potential new person if you just try to run away from those ill feelings. So sit in and deal with it, acknowledge them and work through them. Others of you, I feel you can meet someone just like that. The problem is they may already be married or in a relationship. And because of that, or they're so attractive and they're looking for commitment, but you're looking for a good time. Okay. And so because clearly that's not going to match. And plus someone's more focused about work and long-term plans. And as an individual, this isn't really going to go anywhere. That's another thing I see. So now let's look at Gemini single women. What do you have coming up for you in love? Oh, well, karma. Karma. I just get that you're pissed. That's what I'm getting. Pissed, or it's kind of like I'll get you before you get me type of mindset. Okay. Money is more of a focus than anything else, or you're weighing two different options. You may not be seeing people clearly, so be careful with that. I feel like you're not really trying to invest in people right now. There is a sense of you being a little unbalanced, but I do feel like you're moving forward. You may be taking on a more, I know this sounds kind of like an oxymoron, like you're not in a good place, but also you're taking on this kind of, okay, but you're also happy to explore something new. Maybe you understand what I mean by that. I hope you do. But a part of you is really effed up. And then there's a part of you who is embracing, what you can't change and still pushing ahead and doing it with vigor. I think that you understand what I'm saying by that. But deep down, you're not really happy because there's some things that you kind of need to still process and get understanding about. And while you're doing that, you're going through a mourning stage over this man from your past, who you felt like you were foolish, and before you knew it, it ended horribly. My condolences if some of you have experienced of passing through someone. And this was a very toxic connection. So like I said, for some of you Gemini women, be very careful about just running out there and taking back someone or jumping into the social scene again, because you seriously can connect with another person like that. Let's look at you, Gemini. Gemini single men. I could just imagine how much overtime you're working when it comes to your social life. But let's look a little bit deeper. Okay, so you're nursing a broken heart or a loss of your past person. It sucks because for some of you still have to give money to this person, or you still have to do something with them, and it may be taking, money away from you. This can breed a lot of resentment. So if you have children, this is alimony, child support, whatever it is, try to look at the perspective of, time versus money, right? I'm just saying, if you are giving money, but all the time you have 80-90% of the time to do whatever it is that you need to do, she's giving up the money. She's giving up her personal time. You're giving up the money. So try to find a way to understand. And we all know time is more valuable than money, right? If you're old enough, you should know that. So find a way to reconcile these feelings and don't, because it can breed resentment. And that's not going to be healthy for you. Okay, so let's see. Overall, if you have some money that you've lost, it looks like, it's like money you gained and money you lost again. You may be unclear of how the hell you're losing this money. It like goes before it comes. Yeah, money is going to be an issue. Also, juggling a couple of people may be an issue because you're starting to realize that no one is making the mark, because you either still love someone from your past or you care for someone more than the other, but maybe the two of you are not in a good place, and trying to get her back is going to be very problematic. Okay. I would love to hear from you, Gemini men. Yeah, there's a wounded woman here. And, because, you're very magical and you're able to kind of make things happen, probably with other women. But with this woman, it's going to be very difficult. You may even just give up because it's like, I don't know what I can do. So, love looks a little difficult for you as well. But again, I feel like you're more focused on your finances because you need to get a handle on that a little bit more. Couple Geminis. I feel for you couples, I don't know if you block someone, you are very despondent. They still love you though. There's a lot of confusion in where do we go from here in this relationship? What are we? What do we mean to each other? Everything. Some of you may have rushed into something and it's all emotion. It's not practical. It's not logical, and now the emotions are all over the place. Someone's very petty. Someone's looking to fight, but that's their plan. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, because I told Taurus this as well. So someone's very petty. They're looking to start shit. That's how they keep, like some of you are driving circles around someone, or someone is riding circles around you and keeping you prisoned in your head, or you're keeping them prisoned in their head. And because someone is such a prisoner in their head, because they can't figure it out, they can't think of it, they can't get the answers, they're going to stop. They're going to pull back and say, I don't want this anymore. And just when someone says, I give up, the other person is going to want to work it out, but it damn sure may be too late, a little too late. It literally, I may mean this a little too late, because I do get, it may be, whoever's playing games, it's going to be a little too late. Yeah. So be careful with that. And it just may be you saying, no, it's way too late. I'm not about to go through round whatever with you. This is the kind of relationship for me, it looks like to me with you, that it costs too much to have this relationship for some of you. It's one of those head scratching relationships where it's a lot of stress. And then it dies down and you guys kind of are able to start all over again, only for it to kind of explode out of nowhere. Like break up out of nowhere, fight out of nowhere. Things just happen out of nowhere. It's always this kind of starting all over again. But then when you start all over again, a piece of this relationship falls apart. It becomes damaged. It becomes broken. It becomes fractured. I feel for some of you, you are tired of this, but you are at battle with yourself because you don't want any regrets. Somebody also isn't in a healthy space if they don't get a lot of attention. And I feel you're tired of the mind games. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. It's just a card. It could be Scorpio too. It could be any sign, obviously. But you may be saying, I'm off of the merry-go-round and I am going to focus more on work. And you may feel like that's what you need to do. It's coming out strong for you Taurus men, but it could very well be Taurus women as well. Obviously, it could be any of you that can relate to this. Right. I feel like this relationship lends itself too much on raw emotion. And when I say raw emotion, it could be sex. It could be you hurt my feelings and I'm going to hurt you. It's the rawness of it all. It's in the moment of the type of what drives the two of you. That in the moment, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm happy. It's not we're logical, we're practical, and we're taking it step by step and building this relationship is what it looks like to me. If you're interested in going deeper into this relationship, we're going to go into the extended, where we're going to look at your person. How do they feel about you, the relationship, the challenges that they face with you, the secrets are they keeping? What do they want to tell you deep down inside? Where do they want this relationship to go in the future? What will your current actions be together? What's going to be the outcome? And Aries through Pisces, how do they feel about you? So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below. It also goes through what we're going to go into with the reading. If you want a personal read with me, click the link to my website. You set something up for yourself. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Gemini.